One and
All right, everyone. We're gonna do this again. I need your energy, everyone. Let's do this.
Extra virgin olive oil?
This energy is from the Fandom Menace, Fandom Collective, YouTubers, Jeremy's, people with good hearts.
welcome to the Fandom Collective YouTube channel, everybody. We are back. Boom. And we lost Flip. Oh, no. That's all good. How's it going, everybody? We've got a full panel here, almost full. Flipped Out's going to be joining us in a sec. He might dip in and out, but that's all good. We got quite a few special guests here. I feel like the first live stream that we've done in a while, we might as well have some people from the community because the Fandom Collective has grown beyond just the few YouTubers that started it. We are a freaking huge community now. So we got 19K Fox, my buddy now. We got Fan Scene, our night ambassador. Freaking awesome dude to the Fandom Collective. And we got Rev Kev down here. Boom, over here. All right, right there. If only I could have the effect of a hand grabbing your bald head. That'd be fun. Like some giant baby.
I just shaved too, so it's nice.
Oh, nice.
I could tell. Looking pretty. Looking nice and pretty. And I'm not normally a festive boy, but why not? I'm gonna say hello to the chat real quick. Got quite a few people in here already. I'm just starting out. So we got Wes Moody, we got US Dutch Kitty, whom I almost always pronounce US Douche Kitty, but trying to not pronounce it that way. And then we got Phelan Reacts. What's up, Phelan? And I've learned that name too. For some reason, I kept on calling her Fallon, and that might actually be the name. I'm getting confused again. That's why they call me the rookie critic, so it's all good. And then we got those two bald guys just popping in for just a little bit. It's all good. And then we got just another nerd. What's up, dude? You will fit in very well over here. We got Cinna Dave, Stevie J Reviews, Curtis YZ, The Red Gaze. Join the gaze with the glaze, if you may. Can't think of another word that rhymes with gaze. So there we go. Flip. Okay, he's in the backstage, but he's not connected, so can't have him in yet. We got Brian the Observer as well. What is up, everybody? Hope you're all having a great Thanksgiving holiday weekend, whatever. Don't know if you guys are at work or not at work. I just added Flip to here, and then he just disconnected again, literally, as I pressed the button to add him in. This will be a thing all night. It's all good. He is coming in and out of the Matrix. He is, maybe of this world, maybe not. We're not sure. Could be paranormal. We don't know. Are you here with us, Flip?
I am here finally.
Are you out of the Matrix or in the Matrix?
I'm in the Matrix tonight. My Wi-Fi went out because every single thing that could possibly happen today has happened, but we should be good to go.
Okay.
In there.
Well, that's good. Well, so we can get to know our panel a little bit. So let's start out with the ambassador himself, Fan Scene. Introduce yourself, buddy. How's it going?
Me?
No, the other ambassador.
I'm good. How are you? Is it who? Oh, me. I'm good.
Yeah.
Just glad to be on here with you guys. Nice to get to talk to some of you guys. 19K Fox, Rev Kev, Flip, Rook. It's good to be your ambassador.
Hell yeah! It sounds like you had you said you had a little bit of a trouble today, a little power issue.
Yes.
You almost couldn't do this.
It's been super windy here. Knocked out my street's electricity today at noon. Luckily, we got it back on at 3 because I didn't think it was going to be able to get to this in time, and luckily, it all clicked in and worked out for me. So that's good. Good news for me. Good news for you all too.
Perfect. You hear that? The gods cannot even stop this stream. Okay, you can't do it now. But in the meantime, here, not today, man. Hell no. But then we also got Rev Kiggity Kev. What's up, man? How's it going? Tell us about yourself a little bit. How's your holiday going?
Well, I'm not on holidays because I'm Canadian. So we did Thanksgiving a month ago. So, yeah, so it's just a regular work week for us up here up north.
Oh, darn Canadians.
Darn Canadians.
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Y'all done doing it wrong over there like that.
Well, you
That's
know,
for hillbilly, I guess. But,
it's not wrong.
Tell him about it, Rick. Tell him about it.
That's all good. And then we got Mr. Fox, Mr. Foxy Fox, 19K Fox. What's up, man?
How you doing, brother? How you doing? Nice to see you. You know what? The Canadians may have it right. I was just thinking the other day, it'd be nice if there was more of a gap between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, that would be nice, especially with
crazy.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
It's like I think Christmas keeps on expanding. Like it's like I don't know, the thing from Annihilation. It just keeps on expanding around, and
It'll be stopped.
just keeps on going. It just keeps on going. I thought it was like the first 10 days or whatever leading up to there is fine. 15th and there is Christmas. Okay. And then nope, to December 1st, then to Thanksgiving, and right as Halloween's over. But now I feel like next year it's going to be the beginning of October is the beginning of Christmas. That's what I feel like that's going to turn into. So who knows? And if Flip doesn't glitch out on us, he is also here. What's up, man?
What's up? I can believe that. I'm kidding.
I was about to say, if that's breaking up,
That's awesome.
that's fine. I'll try to piece it together.
No, man, I'm glad to be here. I'm glad we could finally get the gang together, and good to see you, 19K Fox.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for
And-
having me. Thanks for letting me come into the fold, into the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Rev Kev, glad to have you, man.
Yeah, thanks so much for the invite. It's great to be here.
Yep. Just trying to bring the community together, not specifically for the holiday, but Rook and I just want to, reinvigorate the channel and everything that it's all about. So you guys just stood out to us. So again, glad to be here and glad you guys are here.
Thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, we would have also had one more with us, the Lord Callus, the deep voiced black dude of the Black Guys and a Drunk. Come here, but he's doing the cooking. He's in the kitchen. So, that's all good.
Hey, I can't listen. I've got a turkey marinating right now, so I understand exactly where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys know the best way to avoid doing all the cooking on Thanksgiving but still having some good food?
Yeah.
Ordering a pizza the day before and having that on Thanksgiving.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Turkey
Market.
Exactly. I'm going to say hello to the chat real quick, and then let's start talking about some stuff, guys. So a couple more people came in. We got Entertainment Hacker has just joined us, says, what's up? I'm at work, dropping for a few. Now, he's in Japan. So can we guess what time it is in Japan right now?
I think it's 11 hours.
Yeah.
11 hours difference.
It's 11, yeah.
The time in Tokyo, Japan is 8:43 a.m.
33 a.m.
I didn't tell you to ask your girlfriend to do it, okay?
What did we do without these tools before?
I know.
We'd have to go out on the street and ask people, hey, anybody know? And then they'd say it the same way as that, but, shouting it across from the street.
And just yell at somebody, you'll get an answer.
Yep. Stevie J has joined us in the chat. What's up, my friend? Is he Australian time or is he also Canadian? I'm getting a lot of people mixed up. He's Canadian?
He's Australian.
Australian. Okay, I figured. Lots of Aussies that I know, so that's good. Just one more to the bunch. We got Riot Kitty in the chat as well. She has just updated her channel, I think. She's working on a story rewrite thing or fan fiction that she's doing, so I'm looking forward to that. She's been doing that for a while, actually, and she's been skyrocketing. She's getting close to 400 subs, so That's good. And we got U.S. Dutch Kitty, not douche Kitty, everybody. So it says, oh, hey, what's up? Yes. It rolls, douche rolls off the tongue more for me, but Dutch, I'll say it slow and I can do it. No problem.
Rolling douches off your tongue, man. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. But I figured before we jump into topics, I mean, because some people might not know who you guys are, though I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty famous by now, in my opinion. You know, we might not all have the biggest channels, but we are well known around everyone. But you know, I think it'd still be good to tell some people about what your channel is about. Tell us about yourselves a little bit. So let's start with 19K Fox. Why would anybody click on your channel? Why? Tell us.
Boredom. I think just random, milling about, and I have a small channel, but I've got a variety of content. I do the 2-minute review. That's a review that I do of a new movie every week. It's always non-spoilers. It's only 2 minutes long. So if you're on the fence about a movie, I try to typically pick a movie that not everyone is automatically going to go see. So if it's something you're on the fence about, swing by my channel, come check it out. I'll give you my overall impressions. Is it a thumbs up, a thumbs down? Should you go see it? And I'm trying to build an audience. So there's that. There's I do streaming on Wednesday nights at 10. I try to do one on Saturday also. Saturdays tend to be a little bit busy and hectic for me. And then there's the there's the Batwoman episodes that I review every week. Oh. That's become painful, but it gets some views. I think people like to see me in agony. So I gladly bear that burden for everyone. But
if somebody's forcing you to do this, give us a sign. So
I blinked twice. No one is doing it at all. It's all my own choice.
We'd say if you acted bizarre, but that's your normal attitude.
It's drunk, isn't it? Drunk's making you do it, isn't it?
No, not at all.
So I can see that you've gone to the school of like EFAP Mahler, So the opposite end.
Right, exactly. Yes.
Instead of 11 hours, about 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes. I thought that when you're trying to build an audience and no one knows you, I mean, instead of rambling for a while, which I can easily do, I can talk for a while. I figured let me chop it up and try to do 2 minutes. Also, it's what I loved about Jaws was the limitations they had. It forced them to sort of be creative. So I think with me constrained to 2 minutes, it really forces me to get to the point and figure out what I liked and didn't like and give that impression. So it's something that I'm kind of proud of. It's always evolving and changing, but yeah, I enjoy it. So movie reviews, TV reviews. I'm always talking about Star Wars news. Typically something that maybe no one else is covering. At least I try to anyway. It's kind of tough nowadays. But
name one topic you've covered that nobody else has covered.
I did the the Y-Wings. The fact that they, in one of the unreleased novels, they were trying to claim that the new Y-Wings were not in Rise of Skywalker were not old Y-Wings. They're actually new Y-Wings, but they're retro. So they're exactly the same design, but they're new. And the reason given in the book was that they thought that the New Republic would buy them for nostalgia. They actually,
like if we just started making DeLorean,
old shit back to them.
Like when they redesigned the Mustang back in 05. It's retro. What?
Wow. I actually want to see that video now. That sounds kind of funny.
I love reviews. They're great.
There You're back. There you go.
Okay.
But no, I think people should take notes though with what he's saying. So like if you're a brand new channel, and I mean, I think personally, I think it's good if you can say whatever you want to say in like 5 to 10 minutes for people. But he's right that when people don't know who you are and they're just checking you out real quick, if they see 10 minutes and they're in 30 seconds and they don't really like what they're seeing already, they're gonna click off. So 2-minute videos is not a bad idea, but it sounds like you have a good mix of 2 minutes and then you got your other ones that are longer, 10 minutes,
sure,
and whatnot. Yeah. So I think that's a good mix to have on the channel.
Thanks. Yeah. Appreciate it.
Hey, Ro,
19K is awesome. What's up, Flip?
We should make somebody a moderator.
Oh yeah, I don't have mods on here, do I?
Yeah.
Gaze is in the chat, right?
Yeah.
All right, Gaze, you shall have the power to mod stuff. All right, wrench is yours. Yeah. Boom. All right, Kitty's here too. I'll make Right Kitty one as well. I guess I can make Flip one. I mean,
no, I'm fine. I can do it.
No, you're useless. No, just kidding.
I try. I'm old.
Hacker's in the chat. All right, I'll make you one, Hacker. You're good. All right, I'll need to pick out some ones for here. I haven't done that on the channel yet. Here, I forgot about that.
Try
We only streamed like twice. So.
try
All right, so that's
Curtis,
indeed. All right, so some of you have the power. I'll give more people the power later. That's just what we got for now. But so that was 19K Fox. He's awesome. Everybody's links is in the description below, except for Flip and ours, because I mean, our links are on the channel all over here anyway. So it's all good. You'll find
Flip. Who's Flip?
that is our alien friend from the Matrix that is joining us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
If
but
you
then
fumble all over yourself, you may find me, I think.
Oh yeah. So subscribe to 19K Fox. And now,
Yeah, do that.
What's going on your neck of the woods? What's going on your channel? Why, with all the YouTubers around, why would anybody click on your channel?
I have no idea why they would, honestly. But I mean, there's so many great YouTube channels out there covering so many of the topics that I like. Star Wars, pop culture, comic books, board games, video games. But then I just kind of through really just talking to different people. So I unapologetically said I'm just going to do it out of who I am. So I'm actually an ordained reverend. So when my nickname is Rev Kev, like I'm actually a reverend, like I'm a pastor. So I just said, yeah. So I just figured, and unfortunately, in internet world, we probably don't have the best reputations. People think we're stuffy and that we hate everything and everybody. So I just like to show that that's actually not the case. So I'm looking at, Star Wars and pop culture, board games, all that kind of stuff through my worldview as a pastor. And it just created some really cool conversations with people who believe completely different than me. And we respect one another and we can actually talk to each other like human beings. And it's just been a blast.
Hell yeah. I like the sound of that. So you play board games. So how's the new Miss Monopoly?
Yeah, right. You know what? I actually almost bought it. Come on. Just for kicks and giggles.
That review.
it was there. And I was like, I'm going to sit down with my 16-year-old daughter and play it, but she hates being on camera. So
no, you just have the camera on you so you can just see your reaction going, what the hell?
Why am I not making any money?
I've got the opposite problem, Revka. My daughter wants to be on the camera constantly.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm actually going to have her do an undead essay with me, and she's going to play my gay son. Her idea.
That's hilarious.
I can't wait for that one.
Little Memento, that's her name.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, see, we'll get to Flip in a sec because he is back to posting stuff. But so Rev Kev, so you got any new videos coming out that you're gonna do? Any game changers? Anything that you think anybody here is gonna want to do?
I actually want to try to get back into doing a little bit more some of the Star Wars board games, like the Fantasy Flight games, like Star Wars Legion, Star Wars X-Wing. Those videos get a lot of traction, and it just actually creates a lot of great conversation because I don't think a lot of people in our fandom actually play these games.
Never heard of that.
Oh my goodness, they're you're just gonna lose so much money if you get into them, but they're just a lot of fun. And
wait, is there microtransactions in a board game? What?
No, it's just you pay. You get this little plastic guy, and this costs you $50.
Jesus Christ! What the hell? No,
it's awesome and all.
I've actually
brought to you by EA.
What the hell? Oh no!
So there's a lot of money you can put into it, but they are a lot of fun, and they actually build a lot of community as well. There's a lot of great YouTube channels kind of doing this as well. So I want to start in the new year getting back and doing those a little bit more and more. How to paint cheap and quick videos as well, and my son and I want to do some more reviewing of some hip hop culture stuff because I'm an old man and I don't know anything about hip hop, and so those videos are fun to do. So me bebopping to Kanye is.
I would like you to comment on
giggles.
I want to hear your take on the M&Ms.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is, but send me a link and I'll review it.
That's exactly my point. I love that. So we're gonna go to fan scene real quick, and then we'll go to the chat. Well, I mean, not real quick, but so fan scene. He's our knight ambassador.
Oh, just sweep me out of the way.
He is our our ambassador, our first knighted. with it. So what's on your channel? Why would all these awesome people go, hey, that guy Fansane, I'm gonna go watch him? Why?
Because I'm Fanzine. That's all you need to know. No.
Right.
I don't honestly. I don't know why anybody would. If you like movie reviews, because I do a lot of movie reviews, mostly older stuff, because that's what I'm into. There's not a whole lot of new stuff that I'm into lately. To be honest with you, it's just nothing has held my interest. But I'm into superheroes, Superman, horror movies, 80s movies. I do a lot of that stuff, and here recently, I've just been trying to think of like new stuff to do, but I just can't. I haven't found what I want to do yet. But unlike 19K Fox, I tend to ramble way too much in my videos, and I cannot get to the point 2 minutes. But I've been trying. I've been trying to shrink them down here and there. If we go from like 10 minutes to like 5 minutes. But hey, if you're looking for somebody who is passionate about movies, that's me. That's what I like, especially older movies.
So yeah, we like the passion, man. So what are some of the older movies that you reviewed so far?
Let's see. I just did a one, Safety Not Guaranteed, directed by Colin Trevorrow. Now, him, if you ever seen that movie, that would have been like right there would have showed you that this guy cares about Star Wars, because there's a lot of like Star Wars references in that movie, and it's just like this really great movie, a mystery about like time travel, a comedy, romance. It's just a really good movie. It's like a small independent movie that he did before he got real famous with Jurassic World, and it's like a really good movie. So if you want to see what Colin Trevorrow did before he got real big, check that movie out. That's a really good movie.
I really wanted to see his episode 9. I think that would have been a great movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put him on the
list.
Could
tell he's very respectful to what came before.
Yeah.
So, good. But yeah, I just did that. I did. Man, I've done so many lately. I can't remember them all.
Don't forget to tell everybody that you have over 2 million likes on one of your videos.
I did. I used to do music videos on my channel. I'd clip stuff from like movies and TV shows and set them to rock music. I did an Incredible Hulk video about the time the first Avengers came out. It was called Incredible Hulk Monster. It was like from Lou Ferrigno to Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. It's got over 2 million views, but once it got to 2 million views, Universal put a claim on it, and now it's viewable in like Brazil. So every once in a while, I'll get a Brazilian comment and just pop up out of nowhere. I'm like, what the heck? Then I remember I had that. So it's over 2 million views. So if you live in Brazil or Mexico, you're good to go on that one.
Yeah, man.
That's what I used to do. I did all those videos. I deleted a couple of them, but I kept up most of the popular ones because I'm trying to, build an audience for me, not just for those. But I don't want to, because I got like 5,000 subscribers, and I didn't want to alienate the ones that came to my channel for those. So I left up the most popular ones and got rid of most of the ones that didn't really do anything, and then started making my own stuff.
Damn, very impressive, man. Nice. Like to hear that. All right, now Flip, you haven't glitched out in a while, so that's a good sign.
Oh yeah.
What's up? So you have finally you have returned to posting videos on your channel. Finally. It's been like a million years. What is going on now? What are you going to be posting? Why do people click on Flipped Out? Like, I know that your characters are funny. Why do they click on it?
Well, I've been on hiatus, and I had the aid of Entertainment Hacker while I was on that hiatus. That was just because I was going to school for real estate school, and so I'm back, and I passed my course. I'm very happy to say. Very happy to have passed. Yeah, it's not an easy thing. It's like a lot of law. But I did actually, I do still have to take the main state test, which is December 2nd. I think I've got 5 days, but I am back. And I guess people might click on my channel because I'm either annoying or fun to watch, and it depends on the person.
You're annoying and fun to watch. That's pretty, that's how I'd sum up your channel. In a good way.
Yeah, I think so. I guess people come for the funniness. I put out a poll, And I think 3 or 4 people actually voted, which was awesome for me. and they said they want my characters to do the Star Wars news, or not Star Wars, pop culture Star Wars or whatever. So I basically just try to do things as different as possible, because you guys know, if you do the same thing that Josiah, that Geeks and Gamers, that Odin, that even Rookie, who, if you copy the same, what is it I'm looking for? It's the word. It's
Format, template.
Yes. Then that the likelihood, the percentage of people clicking on you is going to go down. So I try to avoid that. I guess that's pretty much the sum of it. Yeah.
All right. Well, it's good to have you back, buddy. So that is perfect timing to come back to. I like it right around the end of the year, right? Going into 2020. You can have a good fresh start with it after you pass your tests and all that and got your job going good. So that's fantastic. I'm interested.
Flip.
Hell yeah.
This is the big season, really. This might be the biggest season yet for everybody, since the big Star Wars is coming back. Good or not, if you're into it or not, it's still,
of course.
Yeah. And I look at what you guys put out, like Fanzine and RevKev, 19K Fox, Red Gaze. I mean, everybody in the chat, Curtis YZ. God, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. But whatever pops up, I love to see. Well, this is spelling, I guess. But yeah, I love to see what people come up with. And at this time of year, everyone kind of knows it's an important time. So it's exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You had like 1,500 views on a video last week, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think that was my Kanye video. Well, Kanye put out a new album, right? And there was a lot of hoopla about it.
Right.
People who are into the hip hop, they loved it, and then a whole bunch of angry Christians hated it. So that was fun to talk about that. And difference. And that one got a lot of. I think that video, the Kanye videos, got me almost 20,000 views and almost 200 new subscribers.
Wow.
Nice. Dang.
Yeah, it's crazy. And they stayed. That's what blows me away.
Oh.
I think we all need to see Kanye videos.
Yeah, no kidding.
That's got to feel good, man. Congratulations. That's great.
Thanks.
All right.
Yes,
I'm going to address the chat real quick, and then we shall get into a topic of some kind. So let's address everybody. We got I'm going to actually click on people's comments over here. So, what was it? U.S. Dutch Kitty says, "Oh man, RevKev, you need to hook up with Abu Nas, who he had help educate you." Yeah, Abu Nas is like the rap god of the Fandom Menace. He'll make it out of anything. Oh yeah, well that's chorus, man. He's like, yo, J.J. Abrams doing that. Suck the Ryan Johnson, suck my dick. So I'm like, I don't know.
Drop.
Thank you, Gaze.
We got Gaze being our awesome mod. What's up, man? We got the Brian the Observer says, "Hey, what's up? What's up?" We got Riot Kitty Cat. Meow, meow. I got, according to Christy, I think she changed her channel name on accident and can't change it back. I forget.
Ideal people.
She's actually wearing a turkey hat instead. Well, are you going to buy one? Because I don't want to go get a turkey hat. This is actually warm, so it's actually good. We got Phelan Reacts says, "Agreed. Yeah, no, I will keep the Santa hat. Thank you very much. Thank you." We got Curtis YZ says, "Fanboys, what's up?" All right. Red Gay says, "I'm not nearly good enough to put paint to canvas." Minus that. Okay, he's talking with them. I was like, what? Okay. Wes Moody, safety not guaranteed is amazing. I have a long list of movies that I need to watch. So I actually did not have that on my list. So I got to add that to my list of 150 that I'm trying to watch.
Did you add Rocky?
Rocky is already on that list, and it's actually on Netflix. That's the one I could probably watch sooner rather than later. So
cool.
No issues there. No issues there. Teresa Martin has entered the building. What's up, Teresa? She is an awesome supporter of everybody.
Nice.
Everybody.
Teresa?
Yep. Snowdub's going to teach me how to rap because I can rhyme, but I cannot rap to a beat at all. So I don't know if we'll live stream it or just do a video or something. Where he's like, "All right, now Rook, stop sounding like an idiot and go to follow the beat." And then, that'll be pretty much the gist of the video probably.
We need that Snowdub Abu Nas collaboration.
I
That's what I'm
know.
waiting on.
Man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on that. That's been
There
like
you
Come
go.
on, Snow. Come on, Abu.
just talk to each other and go, yeah, let's do it, and then boom, you'll have it. That's how to do it. I swear. That would be killed. That'd break at least 20,000 views out. I
Oh,
would
yeah,
think, at least,
definitely.
All right, and what's he saying over here? If you're really bored, check out Rookie's channel. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, yeah, I'll be posting out more entertaining content soon. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Your little red gazeness. All right. And he says, "Is saying my name right for the record?" Okay, thank you, Curtis Wisey. Yep, you had it wrong, Flipster. You're like Curtis, my friend.
He is Curtis. Okay.
What is everybody's accent y'all can do? I don't know there, da. I don't know. Jabrico, comrade. I can talk a little bit Russian if I try. I just say comrade.
In Mother Russia, we drink vodka all the time.
Hey, Fox, you look so ravishing this
You're
evening.
doing Russian already? Oh, great. I've got some potato drink. What?
Is there your Mario version? That's all good. But yeah, so does anybody have anything that they want to bring to the table and talk about today? There's been lots of different things going on lately. If you guys want, a particular topic you want to jump on with, there's like the Mandalorian, there's the Kappa stuff, J.J. Abrams doing something, whatever floats your boats. It's on you.
Okay, here's one. What do y'all think about J.J. Abrams doing Superman and possibly Michael B. Jordan being Superman?
Huh.
Oh boy.
Is that recent
Yeah.
stuff?
Yeah, I had not read the article. I saw it. It was coming across my feed. But the last time I seen that Michael B. Jordan, they said the headline said he pitched a Superman movie to Warner Brothers, and J.J. Abrams was rumored to be involved. And he said he would like to play Superman, but he said he wouldn't play Clark Kent Superman. He'd play the Earth.
Earth 23.
I can't remember. Yeah, Earth 23 or something like that, where he's the president, and he's black.
Well, and that was the thing with Earth 23. Honestly, I have the issue, and it's just kind of in my box. I don't remember the story of it, but it was a one-off, right? And it was kind of like, I can't even remember if it came out around the time when President Obama won. And then so they had, because he was the president of it, and so it was obviously a tribute to President Obama.
Yeah.
And him winning. So cool concept, but as a movie, not much substance to it.
I think I would rather
it would be. Go on.
No, I think I would rather see Red Sun Superman before I would want to see that.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
I think there's so much more out there that we could mine before we go that route. It's fine. You put him in another Earth. That makes sense, because if you're just going to do a race swap, I always have one thing. You have to ask the one question: why? And if you're doing it for, it's a different Earth, sure, okay, that makes sense. But if you're doing it just because of social justice, whatever, then it's a bad idea. It never works out. The movies don't make any money. I mean, even if whatever your views are, look at the movies that are coming out now, the social justice type, they just bomb. I mean,
definitely.
Charlie's Angels.
It feels like there's no passion with them when they do that, because it's like, oh, let's just do the race swap. That's the idea. And it's like, all right, but what's the story? Well, I don't know yet. It's just this person. It's like, you have a good story idea, and that's who you want to cast. That's fine.
What's the story? Do we need a story? We have this.
They want to just take somebody else's character. They're not wanting to do an original character from an African American.
Exactly. There is a character called Icon, who is basically a black Superman. He would be great. I would pay to see that movie. He is a great character.
Yeah.
So why did they just do that?
I'd even like to see them redo Steel.
Yeah.
When they did that Shaquille O'Neal movie. I mean, that
they have him. He's in the Arrowverse, actually. Steel.
Is he really?
He's played by a white guy, though.
No.
Did they do that?
I haven't watched Arrow.
That character was really interesting. Like that could be a good solid movie if it's done right. Someone just inspired by Superman and just kind of building the armor. Yeah. And it would be so well done nowadays compared to back in the 90s.
What about a Static Shock movie?
Oh yeah.
There's a fan film of
great character.
There's a fan film of Static Shock that I haven't watched it yet, but it looks pretty cool. Looks like a decent attempt at it. I mean, they can't get the super special effects, but they do some special effects with it. But that looked all right. That seems like a good story. Why haven't they done that one? That'd be a good one.
I like the cartoon. I thought it tackled some social issues and racial tensions and all that, but it did it in a way that made sense. It wasn't heavy-handed, and he was a cool character too.
You guys,
it was something that kids can kind of get connect to, right? Teenagers can kind of feel.
I think they're being handicap biased here. You guys remember a character from In Living Color called Handyman?
Yes.
I mean, why don't you just make Superman that if we're just stealing people? Yeah.
I don't know.
I like Michael B. Jordan. His Creed movies are really good. I mean, Creed is amazing movies. But if you're going to do Superman, just do Clark Kent. Just do Clark Kent, and you can, like you said, you can introduce Steel through that movie and spin him off. You can do Icon, you can do Static Shock through all that, and just introduce them in a way that's natural, organic, and paying tribute to actual characters that already exist.
Right.
Hey, Fancy, what do you think about J.J. Abrams doing the movie, though?
See, it's a double-edged sword to me because I do like some of J.J. Abrams' stuff. Like, I like Super 8. I think Super 8 is a great movie. But here lately, J.J. Abrams has a habit of starting things and never really finishing. He just like gets things going. And he's like, I don't need to answer this or this. Somebody else will do it. And I'm going over here. Bye. See you later. Yep. And because he was like basically forced to come back into Star Wars, to come back, and he did. So I think if he had somebody in control over him that's respectful and could collaborate with him, not tell him what to do, but maybe say, maybe if you go this way instead of that way, it could work. But I don't know. I'd rather see somebody else direct Superman than J.J. Abrams. Producer, maybe. Director, no.
Yeah,
I agree. I'd rather see new characters in general. Like I'm not I never followed the comic books growing up, but I got interested into some of this stuff thanks to some of the animated shows and Iron Man and The Dark Knight and whatnot. And it's like since then, like I've seen, like there's how many Batman films, there's how many Superman films, there's how many Spider-Man films. Like it's fine that they make them, but it's like, what's stopping them from doing other characters exactly? I mean, they say they're not as well known, but it's like you're in the hot spot of superhero stuff now, and who knows how long it's going to last. We could be on the back end of anybody caring about it. So it's like you want to do something good or interesting, do something new and original, but using a character that exists that hasn't been portrayed on live action yet. I mean, that seems kind of obvious. Like no, let's go with something else that everybody knows already. And it's like again, it's just more. It's like being forced to eat steak for like a month every day. It may sound nice at first, but after that second week, you're going to be like, this is just, no, it's gross now. Give me something else, please. Not anything else. Brussels sprouts.
It's the safe bet. It's what makes money. So they're all about money, not story. So
you don't steal a top DC character and then inject SJW into it. You don't. Like,
well, would it be SJW with the J.J. Abrams, Michael B. Jordan one? Do you think, or do you think could be genuine enough? Like,
I think if they were to actually go on Flip.
Oh, I would just think it would be a fine movie. I'm sure that the action would be amazing. I'm sure that the cinematography would be outstanding. The music's bound to be good, but the story, that's the one thing that a lot of their movies miss, and too busy. I mean, I'm repeating what everyone is saying, it's just the same old rhetoric, but yeah, story's missing.
Well, have they given any details on what the story might be? That you said the casting.
Well, we know the story is going to be about a black Superman, so I mean that's weird. It's weird.
Well, I mean, I guess, but do you think that they'd start with an origin? Do you think they'd start with him already as Superman, maybe, and go from there? I feel like that'd be a decent start to a Superman film, not showing us the origin exactly, because I mean, who doesn't know his falls from Krypton and it blew up it. I don't know.
19K Fox, I think you said it, or maybe it was one of you guys, but it's the origin thing. Yeah, I think you're right. If they could make it like another Earth, that could possibly be multi-universe thing. Yeah, that might be cool. I could probably get on board with that.
Yeah.
So that's why I think if they would do it, it would definitely be the Earth 23 Superman where he's president. But whether or not they would like just use the comic to do it or just use it as a format to propaganda, is another thing. So on one hand, it could be good. On the other hand, I'd just rather just see Clark Kent, Superman, if they're going to do it. Just do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Agreed.
Or I'd like to see them use Henry Cavill to like launch all these other characters. Like you can have Henry Cavill in there for like 5-10 minutes. Get sucked into the multiverse, meet Superman, from Earth 23, boom, gets back, and then the story continues. Just having
That's a good idea.
That actually sounds like a fun way to kick off their next movies. That sounds like a good idea.
Up, and kind of he's the inspiration for all these other heroes.
That I can't stand that they do that stuff too. Is like they'll say this character, like say Supergirl. We're going to do a Supergirl movie, but we're not going to have Superman in it at all. He's just going to be in the background, like he's a name.
Yeah.
Can't you just show Superman for like 5 seconds and then there you go?
They did that in the first Supergirl movie. Actually, they had him in the background, like they mentioned his name that he exists, but he wasn't in it.
And even when they do Superman, he's the wrong person. He's like the wrong guy acting as Superman.
Yeah, and it's like somebody in the background with no face. It's like, yep, they're good Superman.
Well, everybody loved Henry Cavill, so just give him $1 million per movie just to show up for 5 minutes. And just let him.
I agree.
He said he wasn't done. I don't know what that means, but he said he wasn't done.
Yeah.
See, I like the idea. I like the idea of like Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman going through some time multiverse thing for one movie to jumpstart all these other movies or something. Like, they travel through, and whichever ones are most received, they make it in a movie or something. It's like, oh, they like that one. We'll make that one a movie.
Wait, you mean like you do it? Like if they made it and it was good, then they would make another one instead of just
people connected with that character. Then it's like, hey, the people like this. This guy or this gal. So let's
could even
printing that.
They could even go extra funny. They could even sneak in a type of Deadpool thing if they want to, where it's like they go into a universe where it's like a Stargate or Star Trek universe or something real quick. They pop into Star Wars, I don't know, just something else or a referencing of it. So it's like like, hey, where are we? Okay, somebody uses the Force on him real quick. Okay, let's go.
Movie.
Or like they jump in and they're on the Lost in Space planet with Danger, Will Robinson. It's like
what?
That would be the end of the nostalgia movies of them. Hopefully, no more of that. Just for this one movie, just one, but don't do that again because that'd be annoying if that was more and more. But
yeah,
that's a good idea. Who came up with the multiverse one? That'd be funny.
Yeah, I like that.
But any last things on the Superman?
Hey, fan team, do you think that I know you're a big Superman fan, DC, I guess in general. I love all that behind you, and I was wondering if the Joker movie spun off of Batman and maybe even another Superman, and they kind of who's the guy from the little vampire glowy guy? I can't remember his name at the moment. Remember him? Robert Pattinson.
The glowy guy.
Batman.
Batman who sparkles.
Yeah, if Batman sparkled and they got the right Superman and then made like another Joker and they kind of spun it all off, would you be down with that?
Yeah, if they could like spin it out from the Joker world, but I think you would have to not have it be Robert Pattinson if it comes from that Joker world. I could kind of maybe see that Joker world be more like the Frank Miller world, which is much more darker and grittier. But yeah, I could see that would be interesting to have. Like, I know Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips actually pitched to DC a DC Black Label, which would be darker, grittier, like Elseworld type stories. And Warner Brothers turned them down on that, but they are having conversations with them for a sequel. So I would like to see a DC like Black Label with like darker versions, like Fox said. We could have got maybe Red Sun Superman through that. That would have been awesome.
That would have been awesome. Yeah,
dude. You could have Robert Pattinson from Twilight team up with Robert Pattinson Batman.
Who would win?
I love it.
Just those two. Maybe the girl's not in it. Just those two going on a buddy cop. That'd be funny.
Throw it all in.
Oh my god!
Just mix it all together. There you go.
That's brilliant. I want to thank everybody in the chat for sticking around with us and hanging around. I've been paying attention to you guys as we go along and whatnot. Yeah, they all kind of agree that they don't mind seeing Michael B. Jordan and the Superman things. Just depends on how good the story is. That's what we all pretty much want. But
Dude, done, respectful, no problem.
Yep. I agree. Now, is there any other topics you guys wanted to bring up? Something that you've been wanting to talk about for a bit, or something that came up in the news recently, or Kev, you got something?
Well, I feel like I'm a little bit behind. I was out of the country all last week, and then I got back, and then suddenly there's all this Star Wars stuff about J.J. Abrams and lost scripts and stolen. Is it real or is it fake or PR? And
I feel like that's a movie in and of itself. J.J. Abrams and the lost script.
It actually sounds more interesting than the movie.
Yes,
so
yes.
It's like...
he thought he could trust the crew, but then they, turns out Finn was a snake, and then it's investigation, calling Sherlock Holmes. And
John Boyega left the script under his bed when he was moving, and his friends came in and took it. That's what he was trying to say today in an interview or something like that.
Yeah, he was on Good Morning America talking about that. And you know what? I love John Boyega. I think that guy's awesome. Like, I love his stuff that he puts on social media. I think he's a great guy. And so when he gave that interview and he goes, yeah, it was me. I did it. I left the script under my bed. I was partying with my buddies, and we forgot it was there. I was like, that's awesome. It just...
Yeah, I kind of wish that in the movies that he just have his British accent. Like, why'd they make him speak American? It's like
Daisy Ridley is still British and he's not.
Yeah, it's weird, but no, that is funny. The script thing. I'm surprised that's not a movie. A lot of the drama that's happened in the last 2 years, there's at least 5 movies that could come out around certain dramas, like with what's been going on. That they're more entertaining than the movies that they try to make. Did anybody catch Knives Out?
Nope.
No. I did.
Fox did.
Did a 2-minute review.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
You're a good man.
And then I had to do a follow-up video directly after because I knew that it may have upset the fandom.
So if anybody wants to see a Knives Out review, check out 19K Fox. But without giving us too much, would you say it was worth seeing or not worth seeing?
I will tell you, yes, but there's a giant caveat. I enjoyed the film, but it angered me because it made me realize that everything that happened with The Last Jedi was completely intentional. It was designed to split the fandom, to separate the old OT fans from the new, and to marginalize those OT fans because of whatever they got going on with George and how they can't use his completely. Maybe if they do, they have to pay him royalties. I'm not sure what the deal is, but it was designed to cut us in half, marginalize us. And it's like, hey, if you want to be cool, you got to come like the sequel stuff, because he's a competent filmmaker, and he can, because the deal with Knives Out is he wrote the script and he directed. So I was like, okay, if this is garbage, well then maybe we can just say, well, that's why The Last Jedi sucked, but that's not the case. So,
wow. So he made a good original film, and
yep.
Yeah, wow, damn,
that's terrible. I mean,
that's surprising.
I heard.
I thought it was gonna be a dumpster fire.
I heard that it was like an intentional shot at the fans. Yeah, and you feel like that's for sure.
I say we, everyone who didn't like The Last Jedi, those that he called, man babies, trolls. There's a character in the movie that's like that embodies that, and that character is just made fun of. So that's
the kid who said he read online about being a Nazi, and then now he's a Nazi or something.
He's called a Nazi in the film. They call him that. I mean, and it's his own family members that call him that. He's called alt-right. He's called a Nazi. They say he's on his phone, in chats, belittling people all the time. So it was very on the nose. So being Fandom Menace, I picked up on that.
Well, it's funny that you mentioned that, because it's like that makes sense in a YouTube video to make little jabs like that sometimes, but it's like seeing that on screen sometimes, like such blatant like calls to something, is like really stupid. I don't know. It's just like, oh, that's what you're doing. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Easter egg. Okay. Okay. I don't know.
Knives Out, because I've seen some of Ryan Johnson's previous movies, to Last Jedi, Looper being one of them, and I did not like that movie, and I did not like The Last Jedi. So I don't know. Maybe I'll take a bullet when Knives Out comes out on digital or Blu-ray or something, but I don't know if I can. I really don't know if I can watch that movie.
And a lot of people can't, and I completely understand. I did it for my channel, and I did it for maybe closure, trying to figure out to rationalize what happened with Last Jedi, to see if he was just a talentless hack or if he could actually pull it off. But if you like the whodunit murder mysteries, if you like those types of films, it's a good whodunit.
I hate the whodunit thing. I saw a trailer. Everybody was like, "Hey, Ryan Johnson's directing something. Check out the trailer." I was on a live stream. I muted the live stream so I can check it out. And there's like, "It's one of the best whodunits around there." I was like, "Oh my god, it's so stupid." And I'm reading the reviews under no, and it's one of the best whodunits I've ever seen. One of them good. If you like whodunits, you love this whodunit. I was like, why are they talking like that?
I'm not going to compare it to Clue. Clue is timeless. And
it didn't look anything like Clue. Like, I don't know why they compare it.
What other whodunits can you think of, God?
Well, there's actually quite a few. It's like it's a murder mystery, basically, right?
Anything Agatha Christie type books or plays or movies. I've done a bunch of those.
Yep,
she's probably my favorite.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah,
there was a Murder She Wrote.
Yeah, Murder She Wrote. My mother used to love that show. Make us watch it as kids every week, and we're like, "Mom, we hate Murder She Wrote."
Thank you. Somebody knows what I'm talking about.
Angela Lansbury was awesome.
Beautiful lady.
Oh, I'm sure she was a very beautiful lady. I hated the show, but
of course,
you walk in and your mom's like, "Shh, I'm trying to watch Murder She Wrote."
It was like a thing in the 80s. Old people like solving mysteries and being lawyers. Andy Griffith was a lawyer, and he was like a private eye. And it's just Perry Mason, you know.
Right.
Loved Andy Griffith.
Yeah,
those were all right.
And it was all come back from the people that they liked when they were growing up.
When they were, like 60s TV stars.
Yeah. Fox, is there something that you wanted to talk about as of recent? Any topics? I don't know if you brought up the Knives Out or somebody else did, or if I.
No, I think you actually brought that up. I was curious about, because I just saw John Boyega was the guy that left the script. I know we kind of talked about that, but I saw that it was on eBay. I tried to find it. It wasn't on eBay because I would probably bid on it. I missed it by that much. Yeah. But then I see that he was actually the one that leaked it, and so I thought that was funny. But I guess anyone noticed how the cast is really disconnected? I mean, Daisy Ridley's like flipping off porgs, and John Boyega's leaving scripts under the bed, and it's like they're all just kind of ready to go.
They seem like they don't. They seem like they don't really care, and they don't seem like they're really friends. They don't seem like this job meant a whole lot, which I don't blame them for, to be honest. With how it's been, it looks like I don't want to keep on bashing. I mean, it's so easy to bash them. I'm not trying to bash them. It's just like you can tell when there's passion towards something and when there isn't, and this just feels like it's just woke up and it's Star Wars, and then I took a crap and went home. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like all right, okay.
Right. After that, it looked like it fell apart on him.
It's like when you look at Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor trying to practice their stunts, like you can tell the passion they put into it. When they're asked about it, they talk about it with more passion. I would say, and it's like I don't know, these guys. It's like, oh yeah, did the film. It's all right. We did some fun. Yeah. It was shoo.
I did like the folks. I don't like them with their teeth.
Yeah. Pretty much.
It's like
Flip. You got something? Flip, you got something?
Sure. I got some, brother. So think about this. We're really down on the new Star Wars Disney. I don't even count it in canon. Personally, I just don't count it personally. But on the other hand, on the other side of the coin, you've got The Mandalorian, and you've got Ewan McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan. I'm even thinking if things are going to be like The Mandalorian, I may be able to enjoy the Cassian Andor series. There's a rumor about a Lando series, a Pando Lando. Not thinking about that. Take that out of the equation. But everything this far, you guys think, like, are you torn over it? How do I react to the good and the bad simultaneously?
Right.
When you make a video.
Yeah. You know what? That was actually how I started my YouTube channel, was trying to focus on that. I was trying to do this hashtag, keep Star Wars fun or make Star Wars fun type of hashtag. And then people criticized me to being, Kevin, you're being too American. That sounds too much like a president's hashtag. And so, but that's what I was trying to focus, because there is a lot of great Star Wars stuff being made.
Yeah.
A lot of great Star Wars products are being made. It's just the movies are garbage. So how do you balance the two? Like I said, all the board game stuff that's coming out is amazing quality, top notch, phenomenal artists, great stories. Some of the comic books are good, some are terrible, but some are good.
The Vader one was all right.
Yeah, and I click the Funko Pop guys. They're a lot of fun. They're so there's a lot of great stuff. But then how do you get your brain around? But the biggest part of it is so bad.
Yeah,
it is. So, but how does that affect your channel? Like, I know you try to keep your channel very positive, which I not only respect, I admire. And trying to grow a channel in a community, I guess, that's very upset, I guess is the best word. How do how do you make that video in your mind? How are you working that out? Like, for me, just for a second, I'm torn too. Like, I know I don't like it, but I want to be positive. I want to come off positive. And The Mandalorian is, pretty good. So, how do you justify
it? I put a smile on it and I say, I positively don't like that movie.
Yes.
But it's like, but it's not an emotion. It's like, because when you actually articulate why you don't like it, it's like, weak character development. Star Wars is missing out. They forgot that it's about mythology and it's not a meme, right? It's not just going from one meme to a next meme to another. It's mythology, and they forgot that. So when I can unpack it that way, I try to keep it short, because I have made a lot of videos that I haven't posted.
I think they forgot they fly now.
I am Baptist, so I can get pretty angry. So,
you what? If you were in Georgia, you'd be a wife-beating Baptist.
I have exercise the demons.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
What about you, Fox?
If I don't like it, I just say it. I try to do it with a smile. You try to do it with a joke. But I mean, like the Batwoman series, I bash the trailers. So I thought, well, I need to give the show a chance. So I started watching the show. And the first couple episodes, I'm like, okay, it's not as bad as we thought. But then the show started getting really bad. So I just roll with it. But when it comes to Star Wars, yeah, I mean, there is enough good stuff out there. You could just, you could just kind of focus on that stuff. The Mandalorian looks really good. Here's something to think about. Episode 3 was really good. Deborah Chow directed that. She's doing the Obi-Wan series. That gives me a lot of hope about that whole series. It's going to be a limited series. And some people are thinking, I'm speculating that maybe Obi-Wan is going to be in that flashback from The Mandalorian. I'm thinking he may save the kid. Keep seeing this.
That would be awesome.
I mean, yeah, I have no idea if it's going to happen, but I take that back. That may not be mine. I think maybe Lord Callis even said that. Maybe that's where I heard it. But I'm hoping that there's some little tie-in like that. And then if that happens, we could have a really cool Disney Plus universe of Star Wars stuff that we can focus on.
That'd be good.
Mm-hmm.
I think, when they do something good like that, you got to give them credit for that. But it doesn't mean, that all is forgiven. But we what do you think about J.J. Abrams saying the Fandom Menace? He actually said the Fandom Menace in an interview. So we are being heard.
Yep.
Yeah. What do you guys think of that? I believe it was Wes Moody. I meant to bring that up. He asked about that.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like the way that it sounds like he said it was like he doesn't know how to totally quantify everyone that criticizes them. So they call it the Fandom Menace. I mean, that's kind of how I saw it. I didn't see it as like they totally hear us, know of us, listen to us. They just go, the people that criticize us are called the Fandom Menace. That's kind of how I saw that.
But they have heard of us.
Exactly.
And you're telling me there's a chance.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's-
but in the sort of sense that they don't really know who all of us are. Like when Major Lee was like, "Oh, Grace Randolph and these other people are all in the Fandom Menace." It's like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know if
anybody
he totally
The Last
knows.
Jedi is the Phantom Menace.
Pretty much, but so I don't know what exactly he thinks with that. It seems like that's a easy way to label anyone that didn't like The Last Jedi from their perspective. So
True.
Might have been a talking point they gave.
yeah, but I mean, from what was it, John Talks or Doomcock or somebody else is saying, is like usually they'd say the small minority will say these things instead of saying the Fandom Menace. They say the small minority. So I guess that's a step in something, but I don't know.
Well, and I've always had the sense that J.J. Abrams is a little bit more aware of the fandom and where things are at. Like when they were making The Force Awakens, and they had the ALS Ice Bucket Challenge. I remember when they were doing that, the big thing on the internet. He actually challenged the 501st Legion.
That's
you know, so I was like,
that's pretty cool,
dude. That was kind of cool because, like, I mean, that's not like it's this big internet. You know, like it's a big club, but not really. So you got to kind of be a hardcore geek to know who the 501st Legion are, and then to challenge them as a charity organization to do the Ice Bucket Challenge. So that just always gave me the sense that he seemed a little bit more aware than maybe some of these other people at Lucasfilm are. I could be wrong.
Are you a member of the 501st? Revcast?
I am. Yes. Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Oh, wow.
I am.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've seen you in your gear, man, on your videos. I'd like to see more of that.
Yeah, I got to grow the beard back to do old Captain Rex again. So that's the plan.
That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely check out his channel. He has some videos where he is in his 501st gear as Captain Rex. Awesome.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, well, speaking of 501st, so lately I've been looking up a lot of fan films, and the Star Wars fan films is one of them. I'm looking up all kinds, whether it's Star Wars or just fan films in general, short films too. But there's quite a few Star Wars ones. One of them is from Singapore, and there's a Singapore 501st Legion that's in this guy's fan film, and they're actually going to release another fan film on December 20th. So I'm gonna be trying to promote him a little bit and maybe have a live stream with him. He actually doesn't have that many subscribers, but considering the production quality, it's not like the Shards of Vader or anything like that. But it's still pretty good for backyard filming. Basically, that's a decent camera, decent sound. They had the 501st troops in there. It's like a mix of your On Earth story with Star Wars. Like they're like, you're gonna turn that town into the dark side. Like kind of a weird type of phrasing, but like those are pretty interesting. I'm gonna show you guys actually a clip from this one that I don't see many fan films that have like actual aliens stuff, but they did some prosthetics and made it look kind of cool. So I'm going to share the screen real quick. Talk amongst yourselves until I get that up.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, so I'm what are you doing, Fancy?
Talking to himself.
I don't know. I'm lost. I need an adult.
That's good. Yeah, so I'm trying to reconcile some. Oh, go ahead. There it is.
Okay. So I don't remember what parts. This is like when their old master like reveals himself and he's turned to the dark side. It's like halfway through.
Master, I tried to get them silenced.
You shouldn't have come here.
We know. We aren't ready to be in such a sacred place.
Sacred? Soon this cave will be nothing more than a memory of Jedi past.
It was my fault. I convinced them to come with me. Please, don't punish them. Just me.
You'll all be punished accordingly.
Your lightsaber. It's
fire.
It's so big.
What do y'all think?
That was pretty good, actually.
I was ready to watch more.
Yeah, it's just a few minutes of it. I'm going to be posting, a few short short minute reviews, which is not really a review. It's just telling people what I think about the quality of their thing. You know, whether it's the crappiest or the best looking for a fan film, you put in the effort, you already get points. So I don't know.
A lot of time they make a better product than what we see.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool fan films, like not even just these that like people don't realize. There's this awesome Predator one. Have you guys seen any Predator fan films before?
No.
I've seen the Batman versus Predator one.
Predator versus Batman.
That was one of them.
amazing.
That was one of them from a while back. That
Yeah,
was
I think
pretty
I
good.
saw that one.
Yeah,
I want to show a clip of it again because this looked freaking cool. This is a fan film, like from 2000. Like this is like 10 years ago.
Wasn't that a cartoon one?
Yeah. So you guys talk amongst yourselves again while I get it all set up.
I wish you could see me. I'm doing what Fanzine did a minute ago.
You're doing all the hand thing. Yeah. I can't remember someone who does it, who kind of makes these short fan films of like Superman versus Darth Vader, or like Wonder Woman versus who was Wonder Woman against? I can't remember, but it was like they took different characters from different universes and made these short films of them fighting.
That's always fun. There was the one with Hulk and Superman.
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one.
I didn't see that one.
Good work.
Yeah, it was solid work. Hey, and It's a Trap Productions. Did you see his Twitter post today? He's doing a Star Wars fan film out of animation.
Oh, that's
nice.
cool. I
Yeah.
haven't been on Twitter
I
today,
didn't see
but
that.
Yeah, it's up there. I mean, it's only like 3 seconds, but it's the ship that's a transport for the Emperor and Darth Vader, the white one with the wings kind of V'd down.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that flying through space toward a planet, and it's pretty shocking how good it looks. I would equate it to maybe, I guess, the Clone Wars type of animation. Just kind of, it's not shadowed just yet, but he's onto it, man. It's going to be good when he finishes. You can tell.
Very cool.
nice.
Hell yeah! All right, here we go. Here's the Predator one. I'm only gonna show like just like a minute or so because it's let's see. I don't know about the music. This is after his whole crew has just got killed, by the way. So he's the last one left. Fan film.
Woo! Wow. That's well done.
Fan film.
Nice.
Holy
Nice.
shit. Like, this is from a couple years ago. Like, this is
Wow.
phenomenal.
How is
So
it?
I've just been finding stuff like
That's
this. There's a lot of great entertaining ones out there. Like, you know, there's a lot of movies that we don't like right now, a lot of stuff that comes out that's crap. There's a lot of great fan films that exist. So trying to find them.
Did you
Yeah,
know that
wait.
Jean-Claude Van Damme was the original Predator?
What?
Really?
Yeah, when the Arnold Schwarzenegger
Oh, yeah.
Predator movie. Yeah, Jean-Claude Van Damme actually filmed some scenes as the Predator before he was fired for trying to make him like kickboxer type guy and everything, and he looked more like a roach type thing than he did the way he is now.
Did you know that Jean-Claude Van Damme and Jason David Frank, the guy who plays, had a little beef not too long ago or a couple years back?
No, I did not know that.
Really?
You know about that? No, I do it. I'm releasing a video on Jason David Frank because he's he is the embodiment of how actors should be. Like, you know, we talk about ones that, you know, talk a lot of smack about us and J.J. Abrams and whatnot. Like, you know, oh, you know, stupid fans and whatever. Ryan Johnson, oh, this is just he is the opposite. He's like the kind of guy that's like, if he's just signing autographs to everybody, he'll go out of his way to make sure that like all the kids get to, you know, say hi and get to say something. He goes to like every con early as possible, tries to shake hands with everybody that he can. And it's like Van Damme when the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie came out in like 1999, Van Damme and some other people came to the premiere of it, and it's like he wanted to, shake his hand, meet him real quick, say hi, and it's at his premiere. It's at the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers premiere, and like he had this whole entourage around Van Damme, wouldn't let anybody get near him. He's just like, yeah, all right, like. Okay, like just it's kind of disrespectful in a way. Like, it's not even your thing that you're here for. And then he's like, oh, whatever, it's nothing, it's later. And then it cut forward a little bit in time. And like 2011, I think, some people wanted to have like a fight. They're like, oh, hey, do you want to fight Jean-Claude Van Damme? And she's like, okay. Like, he doesn't really want to fight everybody, but he will accept a challenge. Why not? For fun. I don't know if it'd be like an MMA thing or boxing. I have no idea how that stuff really works. For like stage fights or whatever, but that never happened. And then in like 2017, I think they're at a Comic-Con or RangerCon. I'm not sure exactly the way that all that works, but they're sharing a green screen, a green room, not green screen, a green room or whatever, where they're backstage and stuff, which doesn't happen all the time. And the guys, like his entourage, Van Damme's, were like going, "Hey, that guy wants to kick your ass," and stuff. Like pretty much, like, "Hey, he wants to fight you." And so they pretty much like cornered him or whatever, and like in the green room. And he's just like, "All right." He's like, "Hey, you want to fight, punk? You want to fight? You want to fight?" Jason David, Green Ranger's just like, "I don't want to fight you, but I can." It's like, "You think you can beat me, huh?" It's like, "Yeah, I think I can beat you." Mind you, Jason David has done martial arts for 39 years.
Yeah.
Like, he is a professional. He's actually broken a few world records. Like, he is like, he embodies freaking martial arts and stuff. So he's like, I don't want to, but I can. It's like they ended up not fighting, but it was like, there's a huge beef between those two, and it's just nobody would think about that. So it's
so
it's
weird.
pretty funny.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Mention that.
So he kind of puffed up, but then back down.
Well, yeah, because I think he didn't. Well, it's not his fault, because like everyone around him was just telling him this guy wants to kick his ass. So he was just like, okay, nah, I don't know, I guess not. Everybody's got their phones out, like, haha, yes, let's do this. He's just like, no, we're in the green room at a Comic-Con. Like, this, no, not the best spot. So he declined. I don't know what happened afterward with that stuff, but it was hilarious. So,
It would have been a good fight.
show some of the clips in my video if there's clips. I haven't found clips of their confrontation, but if I can find them, I'll show them. So yeah,
That's cool.
Not to change the subject, this is still on the subject of people puffing up and trying to start something and then backing down. But about the new Cybertruck, right? You guys saw the Cybertruck release or heard about it? So Ford, apparently their truck was in a. They backed the Ford truck up to the Cybertruck, put a chain between them, and the Ford, who was driving that, stomped on the pedal and put it in gear as fast as it could go. But the Cybertruck ended up pulling it uphill while the other truck is going in the other direction. Well, Ford just said, I think the owner of Ford, he said, "Oh yeah, that's bullcrap, man. I'll challenge you any day." So Elon Musk was like, "Oh, okay." Well, we're just kidding,
Yeah, of course.
I just love that, man.
Hey, there's the sequel to Ford versus Ferrari. Tesla versus Ford.
Tesla versus Ford. Yeah.
Maybe it'll be better.
Perfect.
Right there.
The sequel, yeah, that's a good idea.
I haven't seen the movie.
I would watch it.
I would watch it, but have you guys seen that movie? I haven't actually seen it.
I have not.
Yeah. I've got a review of it.
Fox, he's like, yeah, I gotcha. I
got to do it every week, boys.
All right, Fox. It looks like I got to go check your channel out. So
you'll be forced to. Oh no.
There you go.
You'll enjoy it. Trust me. He's got good stuff.
That's good. Did you like it, Fox? When I was like, I haven't watched any of your videos. No. Like all dramatic. I just thought about it for a second. I was just,
I'll ruin it for you. Good.
I was just like, I kept on thinking, hey, when's he going to start his channel up? And every time I asked you, you're like, I already have one. Like, I haven't watched. I haven't just clicked on your channel to watch a video. It's like, yeah.
I feel self-conscious. I'm like, well, I have one, but maybe it's not that great. You haven't even seen it.
I felt bad because I was just like, I like say, hey, Joe, check out Fox, but I'm like, yeah, but I haven't even watched him myself. So I finally did. Yeah, good guy to go check out, definitely, guys, and especially he's up to snuff on getting reviews out. Seeing the movies and getting them out. So he beat all of us to Ford versus Ferrari. definitely.
A new one every Friday, unless I'm like out of the country or something.
Hell yeah! Do you do it like you watch a couple movies every day, or you see more than one in one day, or do you have a process?
No, I just watch every Thursday. Every Thursday I grab one. So whatever new is, whatever's coming out that I think people are on the fence about, I watch it Thursday evening, and then I cut the. It's 2 minutes, so but I talk for about 30, 40 minutes maybe, and then I cut that down to 2, and then I get that out late Thursday night, early Friday morning.
You talk for 40 minutes and cut that down to 2.
Yeah, I know. That was good.
I could probably cut 40 down to 30. I don't know if I could do more than that. So,
Man, you could make 15 of those at 2 minutes each.
Yeah, just
that's true.
Part.
That's true.
Part 15.
Yeah.
Right.
Cut you off in the middle of a sentence, and then you'll find out next time. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Exactly.
That's
phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
That's cool. I like that. But all right, so I'd say let's go for like another 15, 20 minutes ish. Any other topics you guys feel like bringing up? Because if not, I got a few.
Well, some.
All right, so the COPPA thing. A lot of people have been worried about that, very much so, which makes sense because there's lots of vague rules on it. However, there's, doing more research into it and more fine line stuff. I'd say it's safe to be a little less worried, but still be cautious, be kind of prepared, because like a lot of things people are worried about is like if you mark your channel not for kids, because most of our audiences are not likely aimed at kids. Like we expect our audience to be 13 and up for most of our content. But since we cover movies, or if you have toys like in your background or something like that, people are worried that, they say not for kids and there's that in your background that they'll get you, which that's a possibility, but I feel like that's a very small possibility. And if they do, they have to have good grounds to actually fine you. And I think you have opportunities to counter it, because I don't think you can just be fined, end of story. Like I think you can't just be charged. They don't just take money out of your account. So I think you have grounds to fight back if you say on your channel that it's not for kids. If your analytics say that kids don't mostly watch your content, if it's mostly adults and you're marked not for kids, you're not false advertising anything. You're just talking straight up as you are. There's curse words in it or whatever. You're not going, hey kids, buy this toy that also is a cigarette, candy or something. It's and I feel like there's ways that most of us will be safe for the most part.
I'm hoping I am. My analytics say most of mine are 18 to 24. That's my main viewership, and I'm really big in Brazil and Mexico. So
clearly,
Mexicans are imagining them around the TV. Like, oh no, it's my scene's on. Let's go.
Adios, amigo. Go al asesino on your ass.
Yeah, I see it. That's why I was checking my analytics the other day, and I was like, it's got to be because of the Hulk video, to be honest with you. But I was like, Mexico and Brazil is like right below America. I'm like, okay, so I got a lot of good fans there, I guess. So
right.
So you have two of them. You've got one with 2 million and one with 1 million, right?
Yes, I have a Super Bowl video I made that's 1 million something.
Wow, that's amazing.
So, I made that these videos I don't know, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Script Doctor reconfirms what I was saying, kind of. So, a lot of people were worried that you could be fined up to 42 grand, which is what it says, is what it's up to. But it's the way it's going to charge you is based on your channel's revenue. So, if you only make, let's say, even $1 a month or something, pretty sure they wouldn't fine you too bad. Wow. Can't see what's on there. Hold on. I'm gonna make you big. Just one sec.
Brazil. Who knew?
Oh, Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil, 15% top countries.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
Mexico, India, and Russia.
Nice.
That's crazy.
That's funny.
You're gonna get there again, brother. You're gonna get
there. Yeah.
Of course.
But,
of course.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about it, but I'm not too worried about it. I do think maybe when it actually goes into effect in January that we'll get a better idea of what we're all going to go through. I think it might be a big purge, though.
Yeah, I agree. There's going to be some channels that are going to be worried. Like there's this one channel, Brizzy Voices, whom like does lots of cartoon voices and it does impressions of things and whatnot. But it's like it's all for adults. Like it's not kid content necessarily. But I feel like putting disclaimers up as well as in the description, the fact that they would try to fine you, the fact that it's not just through YouTube this time, I think would be different than the normal copyright claim stuff. Like the copyright claim things are tough to dispute, even if you have proof as to why you're in the right here. With this, I feel like because fining would be involved, if you have disclaimers and and your content really doesn't aim toward them, then I think should most likely be fine at least 90% of the time or something. But I'm not talking as if I know the rules here. I'm not a huge law person, but just from what I found out from doing other research, digging deeper, it's not as DEFCON 1 as we're worried to bring it down to DEFCON 3. It's not as fuck, get everything. We're gonna go. It's crash and burn and run. It's chill. I don't know.
You're right, Rook. I've just happened to have looked through a few more things because Phelan Reacts is going to be doing a video on the positive side of what YouTube is doing right now for its creators. And without revealing too much of what she's probably going to reveal in her video, there are some positive things about use of music in your videos. So let's say you have 3 seconds of Back to the Future music in your video for whatever reason. They may copyright claim you, but in the future, the very near future, they're only going to copyright claim those 3 seconds. So you'll still get like 98% of your revenue. That's
actually been a reasonable thing that most of us have wanted with copyright. It's like, okay, if I made a 30-minute video and I only use 10 seconds of a song, you can have revenue for that 10 seconds. I don't care, but don't take the rights away from my whole video. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, because you worked hard on that. You put in your own work, your own acting, your own scripting, et cetera, editing. Yeah. And so why should anybody else get the money for your hard work? And I agree. I haven't quite monetized yet. I'm about to pull the trigger, but when I do, that would be something I'd worry about. I had no idea everyone was worried about that already, but that's a positive side.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you guys didn't know my Rookie's Quest series. That's almost 4 hours total in length. Each of them has a copyright on them for at least one song.
Oh,
really?
And I actually don't play the songs for that long, like 15 seconds. So
right,
Yeah, you put all that work in it, and they shouldn't take your money from you for that.
Exactly.
For those little quick seconds.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like I wouldn't mind paying them a little fine, or if they received 10% revenue of the video, that'd be fine. But
right.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other comments on COPPA or anything?
Well, I haven't gone deeply into it, but just obviously in kind of what I do, I do a lot of work in child protection, and and we actually have a number of organizations that we partner with that are, trying to deal with human trafficking and different things like that, and a lot of it is coming through the internet. Right. So we got to call a spade. Like that's where the predators are. That is where most first contact happens. So I saw these type of things as they're trying to find ways to really get at these things that are really dangerous for kids.
Right. I think that's what
I think that was the heart behind it.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't really.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not monetized but
exactly,
if someone wants to come after my Canadian dollars and find me, it's like, I'll find a loony to give you, and it's but I really think the heart of it was to deal with that dark side of social media.
Or like, here's Spider-Man and Elsa. Aren't they cute? Watch them fight. Yeah, no,
exactly. Yeah, but that's what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And there's chatting, and there's contacting, and there's ways that you can get an IP address. So. So I'm all for that stuff, but but don't go on the witch hunt to start.
I think
the way they want to add it went wrong.
Yeah, I think the concern was that if you have anything that, you market not for kids, and anything that you have that, there is a toy in your background, everybody's worried that they're going to get you on that. And I'm like, you're not doing anything wrong. I think they're trying to really go for the guys that are sketchy with it, though, that are like, really falsifying them in. I picture going, hey kids, how's it going? Look at this fun little cigarette. Here, little Timmy, smoke it. Isn't it great? Like, like something like that. Is definitely
in the comment section below,
right.
Like I told you before, Rook, that would be a great skit, and now I'm screwed. Damn it.
It'll live. Though. Maybe I think with Kappa, I think people were misunderstanding some of it, because like they said that revenue would be turned off and they lose 90% of their revenue and all these things. But it's like, I think if you say that it's marked for kids, I think that you have to sign a different agreement, kind of like with YouTube. I'm not sure about this, but it sounds like you will still be able to make some type of content, make some type of revenue, but you have to really follow their guidelines, because it's directed at kids then. So you got to really follow within that, and then know your boundaries within it, and then you could still probably make some type of revenue. But I'm just not really sure about how that works either. I could be completely wrong, and that's not how it works. That's just how I'm guessing that would make more sense, but I don't know.
Having looked over it a little bit, you're right. It's not as scary as you might think. And I think a lot of YouTube channels out there blow it up for clicks, man. They really do.
Or just misinformation. Like, they hear one part of this, or they hear a bigger YouTuber say that they're worried about their own channel, and they have 3 million subs, and like, oh shit, I only have 100,000. What's wrong here? So I don't blame them for it. And some of the stuff in the FTC thingy was a little confusing, but I think there's different links that YouTube posted that points out the clearer stuff that's going to actually happen. And I think on that one, that kind of lessens some of the worry, in my opinion. But
yeah, well, you're the one who calmed me down. Go ahead, Benzine. Sorry.
No, that's why I think it's just going to be a wait and see in January, and I think it probably won't be as bad as we all think, but there's going to be a purge. So
yeah, some people will, for sure.
Yeah,
that YouTube is going to purge, or that people are just going to stop using it.
That
probably both.
Yeah, a little bit of both, probably.
Okay.
That they're going to purge a bunch of channels that they probably deem inappropriate, and a lot of people are probably just going to be like, I don't know what to do, so they're just going to quit YouTube. So,
well, some people are worried that Doomcock would get hit because he's a character, but I'm like, but his character isn't directed at kids. It's a character that strictly talks to adults, for adults, all adults. I can't imagine a kid under 13 watching Doomcock and going, yeah, I can't wait to hear his next thing on J. Abrams or something. I can't see that. Even though he's a character, that's not the thing. Same with Kermit.
Just say some cuss words and do some clapping.
Right.
Everybody be fine.
You have any thoughts on this, Foxy boy? He's disappeared. Shit.
He's done.
God damn it.
I'm trying to maintain my internet connection.
Men in Black got you? No. Okay.
Kind of going in and out.
Okay. Do you hear us now? Did you catch most of it? Yeah, we hear you. And now you're frozen,
that's good enough. It's like anything else. You got to wait and see. I think it has. Okay, good. It has. Yeah, it's got the potential to be catastrophic, but we just got to wait and see and hope that they get rid of some of the vagary and nail down some of the laws and rules so we can abide by them. Because if it's just vague, you can't play by the rules if you don't know what they are. So.
Right. I heard some people say, hey, if you can't rob a store, obviously, and then you're good. Yeah, but it's clear if you're robbing a store, that's breaking the law. As to this, what are you doing that breaks the law? So, yeah. I feel like the initial week or two will be stressful on a lot of people, and then after a month, things will simmer down. People will adjust, be different, and everything will be okay. So I feel.
Yeah. I mean, you even had John Campia freaking out.
If anybody's probably yeah, that was funny. I do wonder how many people jump ship, and a lot of people are like, oh, let's go to BitChute or go to Twitch, and it's like, no, they're all under the same rules, right?
Yeah,
it's kind of ridiculous.
Something. There's an alternative one. I'm sorry, but there's an alternative one that's in beta right now, similar to YouTube, called Library. What is it even? LBRY. It's a green kind of scheme that they're running. If you find it, it's green. But The only problem I found with it is it obviously is in beta, but and you can already mess with it. Check it out if you want. Download the app, give them a like or whatever. LBRY. And the only downside though is they're not going to stop anybody from putting up whatever they want. It's like a free post, so there's a lot of porn on it already. So that's the downside, or an upside depending on who you are. But yeah, it's another.
Did you say porn?
What's that? What'd you say, Pansy?
I was making a joke.
I got you.
I said, did you say porn?
Oh, did you say porn? But yeah, it could be
I don't want it for myself, but I got to go check this out real quick. Hold on.
Well, we just need another alternative. I think they've got a monopoly on the situation. BitChute and all the others, Twitch, are just not really. It's just not the same, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if would you migrate to another one if it were not as big but still user friendly?
At least
I mean, try it.
Rivkev, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would try it because basically, like I've been learning YouTube because predominantly we use it for work, right? Because that's kind of the way that we just can reach more people. So anything new on social media, we learn it. We try to become experts in it, and we'll use it. So if there's
want to be the first to also teach everybody else how to do it, so that people come to us for it.
Yeah, exactly. So if there's another platform that people are starting to use, like we'll experiment and we'll play with it and we'll see if it accomplishes what we want it to accomplish. So
yeah.
And then what I do when I learn it for work, then I use it personally. So that's kind of how I do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're sort of an outreach program, I guess.
Exactly. It's basically the foyer. Because going into church is scary. No one does that. So, so you kind of show, hey, it's not so scary. So
yeah.
Right.
Fancy, what would an alternative YouTube need to make you want to go to it?
I don't know, just freedom to be able to be you and do what you want to do and put out what you want to put out and not have to worry about some parent or some child seeing something that they think is offensive, even though it's not or something, but where there's protection for that child as well. So
yeah, you would need some rules.
Yeah, you got to have some rules. I mean, without rules, what are we?
We're apes. We're apes.
Apes together strong.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. We're almost as intelligent as apes, considering all the poop games that we literally invent. So,
almost not quite there yet.
There's Play-Doh poop. There's there's poop slingshots, but don't step in it. Oh my!
Dog.
I'm shopping for my nieces and nephews.
My favorite, yeah.
God damn it! I'm shopping for my nieces and nephews, and there's all this poop games. I'm like, I know, and even the girls, there's like unicorn poop, and then like slime goo thing that comes out of a unicorn's ass or out of a little teddy bear. I'm like, why do they want to make a mess? I don't understand. And just play with action figure, play with doll, same thing. Yeah, that's what you do. You're good, And I'm the young in here, so I should know. Sorry about that. Anyway, any last thoughts on the COPPA stuff, guys?
It just, the only thing I can say is it's just scaring everybody, and hopefully it can just come up and be done soon. What, January 1st or something?
December 9th is the last time to voice any concerns about it, and then January 1st is when it would be enacted.
I think it just needs to happen so people can go, oh, okay. It does stink for the people it's going to hurt, though. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree. Any last thoughts, Fox?
Yeah, I think that I don't have much skin in the game because I'm not monetized, but I can see how some of these guys that have, quit their job and YouTube is their job, how they would be nervous and scared. And I hope it doesn't turn into Big Brother, but only time will tell.
Yeah,
true. I agree. Stay strong and prosper, everybody. Anyway, so let's we're wrapping it up right here. Just one more time, let's go around the table, a little round table, to tell people about your channels so that they know why the heck they should click on you. When your links are in the description below, by the way. Mr. Fox, why do people like you? Why dost thou like to click on you again? remind us for us to have Alzheimer's.
Well, it's not for my great Wi-Fi connection.
Well, that's what I've been enjoying the most about your presence here. Pixelated Fox.
My robotic in and out of conversations. Yeah, I know. Thanks for having me. I do apologize. The weather is pretty rough here, so I'm going to blame it on that. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for checking out my channel. If you're interested in movie reviews, if you like talking about Star Wars, I am a Dragon Ball Z fan. I don't know if I've mentioned that before.
Dude,
so I bring up a lot of that. I think there's a guy on the panel that might be.
Dude, we've got to do that sometime, man. Holy shit. Oh, dude, that is my jam.
Nope.
Oh, it's all fancy.
All right, what are you doing this Saturday?
What was that?
What are you doing this Saturday?
Oh, I will have my nieces and nephews over, not giving them poop for presents, but I should have some free time in there to do some streams. So if you're free,
we'll talk. I'll hit you up in the DMs. We'll talk. Right. We'll have to get together and do something like that. That'd be awesome.
Sweet. Not enough people are DBZ fans, man. But, that's 19. His link is in the description below. Everybody, go check him out. And then to my, wrong way directions. Got fan saying if my hand were to reach this length, it would be contacting with his cheek. But until then, why do people click on you, man? Why do people watch you?
The muscles.
Yeah.
How about the guns?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. Just for a nerdy guy who likes movies and comics and superheroes and who does reviews and tries to help out as many in the community as I possibly can. And I really enjoy that. That's why I'm so glad I found you guys to see all the help you do. I love helping out all you guys out there. So I love retweeting your videos and watching your videos. And so I'm supportive. I try to make the best content I can. So you can come by my channel, Fanzine Vids, check it out. I'm big in Brazil. The Brazilians love me. So
Gal Gadot's your number one fan? Damn, man.
Yeah. So if you want to see what all the hype is, come on over. Check it out. The Brazilians can't be wrong. 60% of the time, they're right every time. So
oh, yeah. Yeah, check out Fanzine. His link is in the description below. He's an awesome dude. Hell yeah. The Night Ambassador to the Fandom Collective. Hell yeah. And we got, on the other end, we got Rev Kev. If I had a basketball, I'd shoot that over, and you catch yours on your end, But
I'd probably drop it.
But as long as we don't mistake your head as the ball, then we're good. But no. So good.
Yeah, well, over on my channel, we're talking different pop culture stuff, just trying to keep it positive, have a lot of fun. And I kind of, it's not preachy. I'm not kind of trying to force my views on anyone, but I do look at this stuff unapologetically from my Christian worldview. And I just welcome conversation. I love it when people disagree with me and they have completely total opposite viewpoints that I have. And we just keep it real and just kind of just have fun looking at pop culture together. So
yes,
that's what we do.
Yes, check out Rev Kev, the Revinator of the Kevinator. I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, do that. I hope that somebody got a pixelated 19K Fox photo because there's a couple of good. He paused perfectly with the thumbs up, like frozen. That was great. And then Flipster. I'm surprised you have not just gone in and out of the Matrix, but since you are with us on Earth right now, why do people watch you?
Yes, sir. I'm on the MacBook tonight, so it's all good to go. It just doesn't want to show my freaking face for some reason. But yeah, my channel just about news, reviews, skits, and trips, and it gets weird. So definitely come check out that.
He is weird, I can confirm.
But that's me. That's me. I've been gone for a while, so I could use some company. Come on over.
Can you give us a Ronaldo, please?
Well, now I'm not sure it's the best time, but sure. You know who else you can check out on Flip Chat? George Lucas.
You need to get that as a T-shirt or something.
George Lucas.
Check out Flipped Out. His characters are great. Second to me in making great characters. I would say.
Yes,
I've got Jeffy, the deep voice Star Wars nerd teleporting guy. What are you doing? Praise Abeloth, the goddess of the Force. Or you got Jeffy Fro, the Hey man, got any soda? Or the Jeffster's like, oh yeah, where the ladies at? Loving my guns, hell yeah. You wish you could look like that fox, you can't. No. Or you got Jeffrey, the businessman, that's like, Rook, why did you spend that much money on video games? Nope, stick to the books. Nope. Or Jeff Rose like
watching the movie Split right now.
Yep. Or Jeff Rose like, in my kitchen, I make the sandwiches. Yeah. You guys should make some characters of your own, man. I swear. The fan scene kind of got one.
Definitely, guys.
I sort of did what a New Yorker guy, sort of.
Well, no, you did that. For Halloween, you're like, a little darker.
Tells the type guy. Sort of did a really bad British accent. It's like
give us your best British accent, mate. What can you do?
British accent, mate. I don't know, mate.
It's all right.
Governor, pip, cheerio.
Use a little bit of work right over there. It's all good. All right. Yeah, I can do accents.
That was a big gobble.
All right. I guess the silliness. I guess the silliness can end, but I mean, we could just go another 10 minutes being crazy. But I think that's it for the night. We're gonna try to do more Fandom Collective streams. Some just bringing people on from the community. We'll have you guys back here and there. Maybe just to rotate people around every now and then. There's so many content creators around here. So
hey, Rookie.
Yeah.
Can I say one little thing real quick?
No, shut up. No, just kidding. Go ahead.
I need to do Mr. Timid. That might be a new one. I'm so sorry.
Don't let him treat you that way. Speak up for yourself.
I'm just a little person. You guys are so famous. And okay. Well, I wanted to say, everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. I'm sure Rook's going to say that, but I also wanted to remind everyone to sub each other, and if you are not being posted, it's not because we don't want you. Just DM us and ask, because we are glad to post you. Yep.
Hell yeah.
That's about it. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And with that, I think we will finally close out, even though Gaius wants us to finally stop. But oh, he's got his hat. There you go. Fox, you should do one.
Hello.
Hello, Governor. How you doing over there? You got the best one. It's all right. Got lots of crumpets over there and some of that Happy Meal. I don't know about that. Fox, you should do a character called the Hound.
The Hound?
Yeah.
Fox and the Hound.
Reenact the movie? Yeah.
Just get dog ears and that's it. And be like, whoa, I'm the Hound.
Black nose, I'm on it.
That would work.